Greetings. Good morning. Happy Friday. How are you all doing? I'm so excited. I took a day off yesterday. I hope everything was great. I know you guys are good. So, because when we do this work, when we follow the energy, we're always sourced and connected. So even if we take a moment away, we still are good. And I feel like I I recovered something that I needed to recover that I was missing in the time yesterday. So today is Friday, and Friday is the day that is governed by Venus, and Venus is currently in Scorpio. Venus is the planet that governs our ability to restore ourselves. Oh, and that's so important. When we are moving a lot and our minds are rushing, we often miss the nuances, and the nuances is where all the energy is. So it's very important. But before I go into that, I want to tell you that today is donation day. So I would love it if you would make donations. Thank you to everyone who makes donations. Some of you make donations every week. Some of you make a big donation one. Thank you. I'm just so appreciative. My Venmo is @ Monique, Monique hyphen Ruffin, Ruffin, F as in Frank, IN. And my Cash App is $ Monique Ruffin. So like I said, thank you for your donations. And if you don't have money to give, that's totally fine. You can just share here what the benefit and the value is for what it is you get from the work that I do, the work that I offer here. I really do hope that it serves you. I'm seeing that I have makeup under my eye. I've not done anything. But I really hope that the work serves you, because we are moving from one age to the next, and it's very significant right now that we are listening to ourselves, and that's what my work is. It's to help you listen to yourself. It's to bring you home to yourself, because we are living in a time when our systems are changing, and we're no longer able to trust the energies from outside of us that are for us. And when I say trust it, I just mean that we're all unique. Some of us can do some things and other of us can't. Like, for instance, I remember when I first became a mother. Oh, this is bothering me. When I first became a mother, and I was deciding whether or not I was going to get my son vaccinations or not. And one of the things that I discovered was that some vaccinations are made in eggs. Like, there's something like they cultivate the vaccination in eggs. And then my son was allergic to eggs. So if you get a vaccination that is made in an egg and you're allergic to eggs, that can be deadly for you, right? But in our country, we don't let people know. Like, this might work for you, this might not. It's all this general thing. And so these general solutions are not made for individuals necessarily. And some people can go along with the general thing and it works fine for them. But then other people are really sensitive and they cannot. So that's what I'm saying. It's important for us to learn ourselves and learn what our own sensitivities are, because the government is not going to, or any outside forces are not going to be responsible for it, because it's the nuances inside of you. So you've got to really learn your own energy. And that's what my work is about, to help you learn your own energy so that you can have authority in your own life. We've been taught to give the authority to others. So that's what we're up to right now, really taking our power back. So Venus in Scorpio is deep connections to others, deep heartfelt connections to others. And the ruler of Scorpio is Pluto, and Pluto is over in Capricorn right now. So what Pluto is doing is destroying authority that comes from outside of ourselves. So we no longer need to adhere to authority that is outside of us, and we need to come into a deep understanding of the power that is within us. And how you do that is by examining. And when I tell you, like, for me, I do this, I live this work, right? I live it. It's what I'm doing all the time. It is rigorous. Like, just this morning, just to give you an example, I'm going to an event and I have a tendency to be afraid of pain. It's just something inside of me. Maybe a lot of people are afraid of pain, and that's normal, but mine is exercise pain. It's pain of not having what I want. It's the discomfort of waiting for things. It's pain that really isn't pain, and it comes from being an empath and that I can feel everything. So when something feels like it's going to be uncomfortable to me, I and then I lock up and then I don't allow the flow to occur. So I have a tendency to avoid discomfort. So, when I was young, I used to run marathons so that I wouldn't avoid discomfort because they were really fucking uncomfortable. But as I matured and learned how to finesse and manipulate, I don't do that kind of exercise and that kind of extenuous exercising anymore. But that exercise helped me harness my energy. It helped me harness, it helped me mine the possibilities of becoming within me. And everything can be uncomfortable and painful initially because it's new, just because it's new. Everything is not supposed to be pleasure, and sometimes pain is pleasure when it comes to things like exercise or health or doing things that are good for you, like something like taking a cold shower. It's fucking really uncomfortable, but it's really good for you because it shocks your system. So I have a tendency to avoid those kinds of things. And when I avoid it, the energy then goes somewhere else and goes and shows up in somebody else's life that I might love. Like, so if I am not willing to open up to a new energy, my son might get sick or something like that. The people in my life start to feel what I am resisting because we all are one and we're all connected. So, it requires that we are paying attention to ourselves, right? And this Venetian energy is Venus and Scorpio, right? Venus and Scorpio says, look for the deeper meaning of everything going in your life. So I'm planning to go away on a trip, and my friend who I'm going with, my business partner who I'm going with, is not feeling well. And I know that it's because on some level we're sharing this energy of resistance. And it's me. It's like I'm resistant to doing the uncomfortable things, so it's showing up in their lives. Like, it's so important to realize how connected we are. So this morning, I'm going to do the things that I don't want to do. I'm about to go exercise. I'm about to go really exert myself, get a sweat on, so that I can harness that energy in a new way, so that it's not sitting in my partner's back. I know this stuff sounds cuckoo, but this is what's true, And so with Venus and Scorpio, it means looking at the deeper meanings of your emotional connections, your emotions, right? How you're feeling and how those emotions show up in your life and how you need to use them so that they don't run you and you run them, so that you own them and they don't own you. And this is a big task to do. The moon today is at the 8th degree of, where is the moon today? The moon today is at the 8th degree of Scorpio. So Venus is in Scorpio and the moon is in Scorpio. So we're in this energy of deep feelings and deep energy and deep needs and desire and all of that, right? And what is desiring your attention right now? What is desiring your energy? For me, I'm being called to move into a new relationship with the things that are uncomfortable for me. I'm being called to move into a new relationship with how I share power, because Scorpio is about shared power and Venus is about emotions and feelings and restoring our emotions and feelings. And so see how this shows up for you. It's also our sexuality, right? So are you avoiding your sexual desires? Is there another way to harness that energy that isn't just about immediate gratification and pleasure, but that's about something deeper, right? Oh gosh, we are living through some stuff. We really are. And it's important that we understand the subtleties of it. And so today is a good day. While Venus is in Scorpio, right? Venus is in Scorpio. It's like, what's the meaning of what it is you're really feeling? Like, many of us might be in relationships where maybe there's love unrequited. Like if you had the love you desire, what would it mean for you? Why do you want it? How would you feel if you had the love you think you desire? If you had the sexual relationship and connection that you desire, what would it offer you in your life? How would you be different? What would it give you? Why do you think you need that? Why do you think you want it? Like, if you pay attention in that way, what is it that it would offer you that will be of service to your life? If you had partnerships that were the partnerships that you're in right now already, whether they be sexual, business, or otherwise, how are they working? How are they serving in your life? What are they calling you to? I know for me, this business partnership that I'm in is asking me to be more disciplined, more disciplined, more true, more aligned with wholeness and wellness, less reliant upon comforts, less addicted to feeling good, and more willing to step out on the edge and grow myself in a new way. The moon in Scorpio is, privacy. It's you need to go into the private parts of yourself to see what's really going on, and investigate, where you are with yourself and where you are with others. So I hope that this supports. Thank you all for your donations already. Thank you for your kind comments. I would love it, if you would tell me, if you would share with me, how do you avoid pain? And does it serve you? I know for me, I just avoid doing things that are uncomfortable, like exercising and being out in the cold. And I avoid, like, if I don't want to eat healthy foods, I just won't eat because I'm not going to eat junk food. But I just won't eat, or I'll just eat avocados and oranges, or, things that are easy for me to eat, or rice and bean burritos, things like that, but not really giving myself the full nutrients that I deeply desire. I can skip steps, right? So I'm seeing that this is not this is not serving, this is problematic. Me skipping steps is costing me and costing the people in my life something that is greater than what that I want them to do. So where do you avoid doing the hard work? Where do you avoid it? Doing the work, it's, as women, sometimes we're like, well, I do everything. If he would do his part, right? We don't understand that the role of the feminine is the internal work, right? So it means disciplining the mind, not thinking negatively. I know I can be someone who's focused on negative thinking and worrying and, like, blaming others for stuff and not looking at myself. Like, how did I create that? How did I create that? So share with me how you avoid doing the work, how you avoid pain, and what's the benefit of it, and how can you shift it? All right, peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.